All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. Good evening, good one. To the market. So let's go. 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 Let's look at the market. Maybe we'll still go back to this existing running trade. Probably if still gonna go give us because it has a long way to go, and probably if we can have a pullback from it, and then we're going to get some trade. Okay, you're welcome, everybody. Yeah, tonight's gonna be very brief, maybe just like 1 hour period, and then we're good. Okay. Once we're able to find one or two trades just like last week, then we call it a short. Okay. Coming. Coming this way. All right, there we go. There we go. So looking at the market. Well, this one I sold in the morning, and I think it's now closer. So we cannot find a sell again. Okay, so let's look at the market. Let's look at the market, guys. So I'm going to take for one instrument to the other, and then probably we'll check. Oh, wow. Oh, this is 10. We go to 4 hours. All right, let's go. So this is 4 hours. I think this guy still have a long way to go, but that's not what I'm looking for because it's already at the junction point, grabbing, moving sideways. All right. So this is 10. Okay. That was a trade I caught here last 2 weeks or so. That was massive. So let me look at 24 hours. Something. That was massive, I think this 10 is supposed to be buying. You can see, right? I think it's a very slow kind of instrument, perhaps. So if you look at, wow, I caught this on top of this point. Was it here or here? Massive sell. So let's look at, so this guy, so let's look if we can find an entry here. Let's look if we find an entry. Then we'll go to WellTrade. Those of you trade on WellTrade, perhaps we will find one instrument there. So we have a kind of accumulation. This instrument have a lot of ways to do accumulations, as it were. So I think this guy to be, because if you look at this, is a swing low and a swing high, and we've created another way here, and now this seems not to get down again, so we're having a possible reversal. So let's go to 4 hours. This retest ought to have been the entry, so let's go to 1 hour. It's just that it's a very slow instrument, but it's a buy, and but it's going to drag you if you find an entry on it. Most time I don't like drag trade, so I like trade that delivers. If not, let's look at from here now. We'll take from here to this point. That's 90 point. I think 0.5 per one, so that'll be $45. Oh. So let's look at 15 minutes for possible pullback. Invariably, it continues to go sideways to accumulation, and then it's going to travel up. Okay, we'll come back to this. Let's quickly see those other ones, but that's a very good buy. That's a very good point where it's occupying. So let's look at the other one, and before we come back to it, this one. Okay. I don't know how many of us on our group took the trade on 40.75. Well, how many hours ago the signal was sent? I had made a video on it. Let's look at this here. To what extent is this one looking? Okay. So let's give and take. This one's supposed to be buying, and if it's going to continue selling, so let's look at it. You see it now. So we're going to have continued